Okay.
We've got Terrell from Todd Knife and Tool. Of course, you guys are familiar with all the knives he's done for various and sundry, but he's done some knives now with Bestech, and they're looking great. But he's going to also walk us through some of the other Bestech knives that are out new, and we're at the 2024 SHOT Show.
All right. So the ones we should really get started with, I think, are the ones that Selena, our sales manager for Bestech, her kids have done. And
you can clip that onto your if you want. That's fine. There you go. There.
First up, we have the QQ, or I'm Kiki. I think it depends on where you're at in the world how it's pronounced. This particular one is in Ultim. Now, it's not an automatic. It is just a button lock. Locks open and locks closed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have this guy in a lot of different colors.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, there's like 2 pages worth of colors.
Aluminum, G10,
aluminum,
Ultim.
And the blade material on it is 14C28N. I don't have an exact price, but it's very reasonable. It's going to be an easy to pick up.
It's in the 50s, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
They're up. They're already, yeah.
I believe so. I believe it's a very reasonable one. And then we have these Vulpex designs. I don't remember the name on the first one, but this is the bigger version of that guy that the customers wanted. Bestech was like, all right, we'll do it. And it is pretty nice. I'm not going to front flip it because I fail with that, but it's good looking knife. And I believe this one's an M390. I may be wrong there.
Who's the designer on that?
Vulpex Designs.
Oh, okay.
Let me look here.
It's definitely a very distinct design.
Yes, it is. There's a smaller one too, but I think I kind of like this bigger one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little touch. Got a little bit of brass right there.
What's the little hole in there for? Or is that hole? No, that's brass. Okay,
just,
I'm sorry.
It's just there because it looks cool.
Okay. I thought it was a hole.
Pretty
okay, never mind.
Neat little knife. And we have another OSTAP design. This is called the Zento. So OSTAP Hell.
Yeah.
It's for the Bestech Man, so it's going to be a very reasonably priced knife. And if I can get my fingers on it.
Oh, that's going to be Bestechman?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yes, that's definitely going to be in the probably under 50 range.
Most likely. Just like any of OSTAP's knives, it's very ergonomic, very easy to use, small knife, and a button lock.
Yes, I like their Bestechman line.
Yep. This one, I need to check real quick on the name.
Okay.
Firebird.
Oh, it's a button lock. Okay,
Yep.
Here you go.
Yeah, we got another button lock here. This isn't the Bestech line, but it's in the lower end of the Bestech line as far as price goes. Another button lock. It's called the Firebird. As always with Bestech, lots of colors, interesting stuff. This is the one of the Bestechs that I'm really interested in. It's called the Cicada's Wing.
Yeah.
It's got that sheep's foot blade, which you guys know I like that, and the bar style lock, but look how thin that guy is.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have a set of calipers to put on it, but I'm going to guess we're talking 10 millimeters or so.
Oh, yeah.
Less than half an inch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're doing it in a bunch of interesting colors. Again, got the red blade on this one with natural G10, and there's going to be a bunch more. I haven't seen them all yet, but
Cicada's Wing. I mean, that was the one that kind of struck me out of the whole wall of knives that, are up and down here.
Yes,
I
sir.
saw that and it just really, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the bright colors.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But I mean, just the design is really nice and simple, and it doesn't look like it's going to be that expensive either. So.
No, it's. I don't have the stats on it, but it's going to be in the lower end of Bestech's line, so probably somewhere in the $50 to $80 range would be a guess.
Yeah, that's a sheep's foot?
Ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I call mine sheep's foot too, and they kind of have that look.
Okay. Okay.
And then another that's going to be in the lower end of the Bestech line is the Mantis. Now, this was designed by Lucas, who's our sale manager's son.
Oh, okay.
Selena's son. And he actually has, from what she told me, mantises as pets. So he was looking at them and decided to design a knife off of his pets. Pretty cool. I mean, the cool thing here is she's getting her kids into designing knives.
Yeah.
And that's just wonderful to have the kids doing that. Like, I'm not sure who helped Lucas with the Mantis. I know Ostap Hell helped Go-Go with her
with the
Kiki knife.
Whatever. Yeah.
And we went through those. That's not all the new stuff, but we got to hit on the Todd Knife and Tool stuff, of course, because I'm here.
Yep.
And we have the Nixie 3. Most of you are familiar with the regular Nixie, which is our Todd Knife and Tool, the front flipper for people that can't front flip.
There you go.
If you are having trouble front flipping, this is the knife to find. It's a Nixie. I've got it designed to where you've got plenty of torque to roll it over. But I heard from you guys, and not everybody wants a front flipper. So we have the Nixie 3, standard Todd Knife and Tool style flipper, big blade hole so you can flick it open, and fuller. And still got a big lanyard hole in it.
Yeah.
There's 4 different variants of it. And we did go back from the full stealth to getting the bronze in the back spacer and pocket clip with our, I guess, our style pocket clip. Try to make it look as good on the lock side as you do on the show side.
Yep.
And the 3 holes. And one of the neat things Bestech does for us on our 3 holes on the titanium is they go back in and polish the bevel on those holes.
Okay.
Which is just makes it look better. It's that extra bit of bling, you know. And we have one, of course, in carbon fiber. There's 4 different variants. And then we have this guy. This is a spearfisher, also from my brother and I at Todd Knife and Tool. It's kind of our executive's knife.
Yeah.
Long, light, thin, carbon fiber down the edges. Does have a couple of small party tricks. One, it's easy to lock and unlock. Securely locks, but we've got it cut pretty thin here so that it's not loud in the office. It locks and unlocks easily. And then probably talk about the blade. We are hollow ground. It is a dual grind, so we do have the flat grind at the tip. That's there so that you can stick this in something and hopefully not break the tip off of it. And we did this in a thoughtful manner. You can sharpen this thing one edge all the way down. It's not split up like a lot of compound grinds are.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want it to be complicated for anybody to sharpen. Now this one's going to come in M390. Little bit of a departure, but that's because it's an executive knife. We want you to be able to hold an edge for a long time for those light tasks that these knives are designed for. Now the small party tricks, one of them is simply this. Whenever you put that thing in a jacket pocket, shirt pocket, whatever, it looks more like a pen than it does a knife.
Yeah.
So if you're carrying in an environment where you might scare somebody, that's why the pocket clip looks like it does. It makes it nice and low-key to carry through the office.
And that blade just bounces off your thumb. It's it drops nicely. Whoa, it drops really nice, but it's not dangerous because the blade's so light. It's not going to cut you, but it just, whoo, I mean, that's nice action, don't you think?
Absolutely. These guys, Bestech, over the past few years, the quality control that they have developed for feel and action, and they actually have people that they've trained on what they're supposed to feel like and what the action's supposed to do in their QC department. And they've just become consistent, whether you're buying a Bestech man knife or you're buying something like this at like $800-900.
And you know what? That blade length is adequate. It's at least a 3.5 inch blade.
It's nearly 3.5.
Yeah?
Yeah. These are 2.9. The Nixie is 3.48 or something like that, I believe. And not just me, but Bestech themselves. I try for all the Todd Knife and Tool stuff to keep it just under those break points for the various jurisdictions.
Yeah.
And Bestech does the same thing. We've talked about it many times. Keeps you in that happy spot so that if you've got a 3-inch length limit, our blade's marked at 2.9, so you're nice and safe.
Okay, yeah. But that is so lightweight too. And you know what? If I was having to guess who the designer was on this, I would say Ostap, because he does a lot of thin, pen type of looking knives. Right.
Well, it is a departure from what we normally do. However, if you look at it, all the Todd Knife and Tool stuff is there. It's just been softened.
Yeah. Wow.
The steps are still there. They're just softer. The 3 holes are still there. Everything's just a bit softer so that it fits in the office environment.
Excellent. Yeah, I like it. That's definitely unique.
But of course, we had to stick the fuller in there and the other things that make it a Todd Knife and Tool knife.
But of course. Okay, so we got to chat about some good little knives here that we've got at the SHOT Show, and of course we got a whole wall of knives. I'll probably run up and down the wall and just do a little bit of video, post it on my Instagram or short on YouTube. But I appreciate your time.
Well, I appreciate you coming by. Always good to see you, LTK.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.